our world needs a ton of energy. Just to give you an idea, global energy consumption hit over 26,000 terawatt hours in 2022. Traditional avenues to creating these massive amounts of power have relied on fossil fuels, specifically oil. Offshore drilling, one of the main ways to access oil, involves drilling into layers of rock under the ocean floor. It's very profitable and leads to tech advancements and even new marine species discoveries, but it's also risky for marine life and messes with national and global environmental goals. Big oil companies are all about deep-sea exploration because it's a huge moneymaker. In 2023, the global oil and gas exploration and production sector was the second biggest industry in the world, valued at $5.3 trillion US. They've even pioneered tech like autonomous underwater vehicles and remotely operated vehicles for this, which have discovered new deep water coral communities and chemosynthetic habitats. These are huge gains that open up more possibilities for the deep sea, but we can't ignore the obvious environmental risks of offshore oil exploration.
If you live on the east coast of the U.S., you probably remember the Deepwater Horizon spill in 2010. It was a huge disaster in the Gulf of Mexico. The explosion killed 11 people, and then oil spilled uncontrollably for 87 days, affecting over 11,000 square kilometers of the ocean. It caused deformities in fish, sea turtles were killed, and the ecosystem overall took a massive hit. The NOAA reported that between 56,000 and 166,000 small juvenile sea turtles were killed by the spill, and an estimated 35,000 hatchlings were lost due to the effects of the spill. Accidents like this have happened worldwide, including the Persian Gulf and the Atlantic Empress spills, which shows just how risky offshore oil drilling can be. On top of that, offshore drilling sets nations and the world back on our climate goals. For example, the establishment of new oil sites such as the Scarborough and Barossa projects in Australia, actively set back progress on reducing greenhouse gas emissions, which we know are a major driver of climate change. The extraction of fossil fuels from the floor of oceans has been shown to amplify greenhouse gas emissions. The International Energy Agency even says that building new oil and gas facilities isn't in line with our goal of moving to clean energy, and NGOs like Oceana UK have been called on their national governments to cut back on offshore drilling projects.
So, while offshore drilling gives us energy and drives tech progress, it also endangers marine life and slows down our efforts to build a more sustainable future. If we want to reduce our reliance on fossil fuels, we need to keep pushing for renewable energy. The fossil fuel industry has been around for ages, so it's deeply ingrained, but recognizing the economic potential of renewables could really help us shift in the right direction. Spread the word, think about getting an electric car, or maybe even invest in solar panels. We might not eliminate fossil fuels entirely, but moving toward that goal will help protect our planet for future generations.